The following is a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about them Cowboys?
Yeah! Go Cowboys! This is Mick Shots.
Streaming live on DallasCowboys.com and the official Dallas Cowboys app.
Now, here are Bill Jones, Heckma Harrison, Everson Walls, and Mickey Spagnola.
Hey, what is that?
Go! Dallas Cowboys!
He was holding out with Billy.
Let the whole world hear our bugles blow. Stand up! Stampede! Go you Dallas
Look at Heckma, he's got his Cowboy Joe on. Welcome on in to the SWBC podcast studio as we get you set for a fabulous football weekend on a fight song Friday. There's an extra hubbub in the air out here.
It is.
Football players on the football field. We got the music blaring, and here we go.
Man, which one of y'all about to pick the Philadelphia Eagles today?
You.
Oh, Heckma's setting us up here.
Which one of y'all about to do it?
You.
Heckma's
Somebody.
setting
Which one
us
of y'all about to do it? Somebody on the show about to do it. I feel
Not
it.
on this show.
That bright cowboy blue, Cowboy Joe hoodie is it's all
Cowboy
in the
Joe?
skies. Yep,
Oh, man.
Cowboy Joe probably sang that song.
he may have.
Probably wrote the song.
That's right. We got a lot to write here the next 45 to 50 minutes here on Mick Shots because we're getting you set for Cowboys Eagles 3:25 kickoff on Sunday afternoon. Kicks off a great football week.
Did we get a rundown?
Of course.
We did.
Of course.
Goodness
Come
gracious.
on now. Why you do that, Everson? You know what?
You know what?
Oh, there it is. Hold
Heckma,
on. Let me like it. Hold on.
Don't
Let
do
me
that,
like it.
man.
Heckma,
There
you need
go.
to tweet out the rundown so the listeners can follow along at home.
What? So they can see.
See what we're not
See what we don't do.
see what we're not talking about today.
Yeah. You know what? Thank you.
And they can call it and say,
You know what?
Hey, wait a second.
Right.
Bill, don't come on now,
No,
Bill.
they'll be on X, you know. Did you guys know that there was a rundown?
They literally only hit one of these.
Yeah. Well, they can
And I'm sitting there yesterday, like, I know we're not going to just talk over this rundown. And we did.
Yeah.
We did.
He did. You
And
followed
he
the
was sitting over
rundown?
there pouting. You can see.
You followed the rundown?
No, I'm talking about yesterday, how he was pouting.
I wasn't pouting.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you kind of.
So wait a minute. No. So first of all, yesterday I drove
He was-
the boat,
he was driving.
and we hit all of it.
There you go.
yesterday,
It was somewhat convoluted.
No,
Oh, it was?
Somewhat.
Okay.
You must be talking about Wednesday.
That was Wednesday.
That was Wednesday. It was.
Thank you. That was Wednesday. Yeah. Whose fault was that?
That was my fault.
Who was running the show
It's
then?
always my fault. It's always my fault. Mickey is scribbling notes over here. He's preparing even beyond the kickoff of this show.
He's been wearing Missouri stuff all week, man.
He has been.
Something
I
important.
told you.
No, they're in trouble.
they need all the help
They're
they
in
can get.
trouble.
No, what's
Got to
going on?
go to play the Sooners.
Yep.
Hey, man,
You guys don't have a friendly.
Palace on the Prairie.
You guys don't have a friendly wager or something dinner or
I'm
lunch
not-
going on.
I'm not wagering
We
on
can't
this team.
wager.
I'll be along for the ride if they somehow win, but I'm not wagering on that team. I'm not wagering on any team, but 11 a.m. kickoff tomorrow in Norman.
Yes.
And in fact, last night on the Sports Animal in Oklahoma City, they had some show on Campus Corner where Barry Switzer and Bob Stoops were there. It was great listen for an OU guy, but it got me fired up for a football weekend.
Yeah,
Big game for two ranked opponents.
That's right. Yep.
Yeah, I expect
Missouri
all
still ranked?
Yeah. What do you mean are they still ranked? Pew, pew, pew.
Hey, that's a good question.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that is a good. Are they still ranked? They are still ranked then.
And they're probably getting ready to move up.
All right.
Okay. All right.
with a freshman
Got
quarterback.
the Vegas Raiders.
I'm about to segue.
They're only 7.5 points underdog.
I'm gonna about to segue into Jalen Hurts.
Let's do it.
OU quarterback needs to play like Jalen Hurts, and what Jalen Hurts has done in his NFL career, he takes care of the football to the tune of 1 interception this season through the first 10 games of this season.
Man.
The Eagles have a formula for success, and that is strong defense and take care of the football, even when the run game is not what it was a year ago.
Yeah, Jalen, throw that 5-yard pass. We don't have to worry about it being intercepted.
And that's what the OU quarterback needs to do.
Yeah,
tomorrow.
Jalen.
I'm surprised with the lack of success throwing. I'm surprised he doesn't throw to the tight end more. We always talk about the frustrations of A.J. Brown. Taylor, what's the
Well, Goddard's got a bunch of touchdowns done.
He's got 7 touchdowns, but but to your point, he's only got 36 receptions.
Right.
Yeah.
For 356 yards and 7 touchdowns.
I'm just very surprised that that's not an alternative for them because the wideouts.
Well, wait till they get in the red zone, and that's the reason they are number 1 in the league in the red zone. Not only that, but also other things. Yeah, other things that they're able to do.
And that's obviously part of the game plan. Whatever we do on first and second down, we just want to make sure we have 3rd and 2 or less. So that's that's.
You mean the Eagles?
Yes, I'm talking the Eagles, of course. Yes, I'm talking the Eagles.
Eagles offense, 16th in the league in scoring, 25th in total offense, 28th in passing offense, 17th in rushing offense. First in turnovers, they've lost 3 fumbles and 1 interception.
Wow.
They are 29th on 3rd down, but I haven't looked at their 4th down. A lot of those 3rd downs get converted on 4th down.
There you go.
And they're first in the red zone, and there you go.
And by the way, Goddard led the team in receiving in the first game against the Cowboys. 7 catches.
The wide receivers didn't do hardly anything. In fact, one of them, A.J., had 1 catch in the game.
Hurts only threw for 152 yards.
Pickens only had 4 targets?
Yeah. He had 3 catches. I don't know about targets.
See, that's that. Just think about that.
Yeah,
they didn't see the real George.
Here's what I was writing.
They didn't see the real George.
Here's what I was writing down. So, first time around in the season opener, Dak was playing a football game for the first time since October.
Yes.
Right? Javonte Williams, Miles Sanders, their first game with the Cowboys. Pickens, first game with the Cowboys. Tyler Booker, first game in the NFL. So, and they scored 20 points in the first half and would have scored another touchdown to start the second half if Miles Sanders doesn't fumble the ball at the 11-yard line, right? He's going in for a touchdown. So there was a lot of newness to what was going on, and they actually played decently on offense. Same thing on defense. If you compare to what they're going to run out there now, Kenny Clark wasn't here, Quinnen Williams wasn't here. Ezaraku's playing as a first game in the NFL.
And the 2 Jalen's weren't there for the Eagles defense,
right?
Jalen Carter and Jalen Phillips.
Yeah, well,
he's on the roll now. Don't stop him. Keep going, Mick.
Elam
You just want to put the perspective over here.
Elam is starting, right?
Yeah.
First game with the Cowboys. Murray playing his first game with the Cowboys. And I can't even remember who ended up going into the slot. There was no Diggs. It was probably
Joseph.
No.
Was it ready? No.
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you meant
because he had. Well, maybe because he had just gotten.
Nope, it wasn't ready. Elam played 63 snaps. Bland played 63. Diggs played 27 snaps.
Oh, Diggs did play.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
So to your point,
remember Diggs.
Remember
Diggs had the blitz. He had the blitz in that game.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah.
That's right.
So Bland went into the slot when Diggs came on for 27 snaps.
Because he went into the slot on nickel. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Now, when you look at the flow,
so there was a lot of newness.
When you look at the flow of that game from the Philadelphia offensive side, they were content with just status quo. Just we're going to take our time, we're going to run the ball, we're going to keep it all even, and we're going to play complementary football to our defense. That's why they never really went for many big plays at all against us.
they have to.
Well,
but it was 21-20 at halftime.
And that's to my point. They were still sticking with their plan. They
Right.
still wanted to make sure that, we don't turn the ball over. We're going to keep running the ball. Saquon didn't have a great game, but he had some good runs that game, and they moved the chains on us, if I recall.
Take what the defense gives you.
And that's
what the defense gave them was the Jalen Hurts run.
yes.
The Cowboys had more first down
Yes, we did.
than the Eagles, 22-20.
Mickey, you were going somewhere with your point about the guys that we.
Yeah, my point is that, and if you think about the 20 points they scored in that first game, take away the fumble and the 4 drops, they're going to score 30 points, right?
No doubt.
So now you've got a more seasoned offense if the offensive line can play. I know they were missing guys on defense, but so were the Cowboys.
Yes. And so the point I felt like you were making was with the guys that are now on the defense, you bring on Overshown. Don't forget Quinnen Williams.
My list wasn't complete.
Logan Wilson. So I think what you were alluding to is that we've done some renovations.
Yes, absolutely.
So with those renovations, you got to be feeling pretty good right now, don't you, Mick?
Yes.
And you have a different Pickens. You have a different Pickens.
Yeah, because he was just fitting in.
Just fitting in. He had some good catches. There was just 3. He was targeted 4 times. I think it was like 3 for 30-something. But the catches were quality catches. We were trying to feed CD. And then finally we were like, okay, alternatives.
Yeah. Get somebody that's going to hold on to the ball.
Wait a second.
It doesn't have to come here on Friday and work on the jug.
Right. So now is he out there now? Pre-jug? Is he pre-jugging?
He should be.
Is he pre-jugging?
Is this one of those games as a player, if you've ever had like a bad game against a Division 4 or whomever, you get an opportunity to replicate your effort, which CD had a great game.
Yes.
It just didn't, with those drops, it could have won the game.
And that's what he's about, winning the game.
But do you come into this game with that not so much in the back of your mind, but saying, I got to make that right?
Well, he's going to come into this game because it's not going to be in the back of his mind. Everyone's talking about it. So it's right there in his face. Right. So it's up to him to make make amends for that.
Right.
All he is CD's going to do what CD does. If he didn't have such a good reputation of being a good wide receiver, then we wouldn't even be talking about this. But it's because that was the exception to his rule that he had already set for himself. That's the standard that he set for himself. He's going to live up to that. Because if I'm not mistaken, he's been tearing up the Eagles for quite some time during his whole career.
And I
can't see a DB in their secondary that can handle him at all.
They don't have one, but I think Vic Fangio plays a unique style. They get pressure obviously with 4. Dak talked about it yesterday how they don't blitz a whole lot, and they don't have to because of the pressure that they get with their 4 down linemen. But we saw something in that first game where Vic came out and he still doubled George Pickens to start that game and had CD in single. Now with the way that George Pickens has been tearing up, teams in the way that Dak has been force feeding him, I think he still comes back with that same formula.
Yeah, I think he would too, because now Pickens that double team is really warranted right now because of what Pickens has shown us. And I think they kind of knew about Pickens. I mean, here he is. He was in Pittsburgh. He was balling in Pittsburgh in the same state. Yeah. And so now you have this guy who has really shown us just what kind of player he is.
Long way between Pittsburgh and Philadelphia.
Isn't that something? Yeah, it is. That's true, geographically. But in regards to his career, and this season is going right now, this guy, man, I can't see him worrying about a double team. I can see him going at a double team just like he's been doing all season long. It doesn't matter how many people's going to guard him. He's going to be that guy that's going to have that 50-50 ball in his hands. Yeah. And when you're looking at the other side, I cannot wait for CD to make amends. I know that's what he's thinking. He's still that guy. He's still that dude, and I cannot wait. I know they're not going to try and single him up. I know they're not going to try and single CD up.
That's what they're going to do.
If they do that, then look for your boy, what's his name, Kittle Fergie's.
Yeah, you better say his name. Because I already think y'all talking about the wrong tight end anyway when we talk about Dallas Goedert.
They got the same amount of touchdown catches.
But that's all right, though. If we're going to talk about him, then we need to talk about Kittle Kelsey.
We need to get Ferguson the ball where he can make some moves and isolate him on some of these linebackers because they're going to, I believe they're doubling up both wide receivers in this game.
Well, you just need to go to dinner with CD Saturday night. Make sure he gets home by 11.
He learned his lesson. Let's hope he learned his lesson.
Oh, man.
It was in Vegas. It was Vegas.
Did you listen to CD yesterday?
I didn't listen to that part.
Okay.
Yeah.
What did he say?
Well, he basically said they went out to dinner and stayed out too late.
Oh, okay.
Well, here's what people didn't understand. Where we were staying in Vegas, it was like 8 miles from the Strip, if that's where they went. If you got an Uber, it was 30 minutes to 45 minutes to get through the traffic.
Of course.
There
Of course.
to get to where we were
Yes.
staying. So I think they missed the calculation.
Did you see them play in the game?
Yeah.
I don't think they had any
Maybe
problems.
they need to stay out late again.
Yeah.
Young people stay up all
Go
night
take-
anyway,
go
so
take
they don't
them
go to bed.
Go take them. Well, if what I heard, if they had a 10 o'clock curfew, that was like midnight here, right? So maybe the curfew was set to Central, was not Central.
Do you think that defense worked with them? You think they would have
I would have tried to.
I would have tried that too. My clock. Well, these things automatically adjust wherever you go.
Not
anyway.
always. Mine doesn't.
Okay.
No, it doesn't.
That's technology. You got to get your kids.
No, man, I don't think I chose that. So, yeah.
They'll do it for you.
Do we need to know anything from Coach
Scotty?
Schottenheimer's press conference that just completed moments ago?
We were right about why they were outside practicing in the rain and on the grass. To get them
And
off
what was that?
Get them off their feet and not on artificial turf, since it's so many games in a short period of time. And he said he would try to do that as much as he could going forward. They didn't have pads on. They won't have pads on for Thanksgiving. He said they might put them on for Detroit. At least there's 7 days.
a regular work week.
Yeah, between games. Diggs does have to miss one more game before he's eligible to come off, and he said, let's see how he does this week. He's really pleased with him,
Is he?
And he said he's working hard. So he didn't answer, yeah, he's going to be back,
Yeah.
right?
Okay.
But he is eligible to be back for Kansas City on Thanksgiving Day.
Yes, if they so choose. But there would
But he
be
still
really
gotta,
no
like-
practice.
Yeah.
Because they're not going to practice on Monday. Tuesday going to be easy. Wednesday
They're going to throw him out there with no
easy.
practice, you think?
No, they're.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I don't see that happening.
And when they're on injured reserve, they can't be out there with the team practicing.
Right, they can be out there doing rehab.
They can do rehab on the side, but they can't
that's
be
it.
out there with the team practicing.
Injury.
That's why when they open that 21-day window, that allows them to go practice with the team.
Gotcha.
And you know what? I think they look at that also. They've got two moves left off of injured reserve.
Yeah, there's only a finite number of moves that you can make, taking people off injured reserve and activating them
You
as the
get-
season
you get
goes
8.
on. You got 2 left.
Yeah, there's 2 left. I would think. Well, they already did Winfrey, right? And
Yep,
So that
Winfrey's-
they still have 2 left. And I was looking at injured reserve.
Butler and Diggs are
Butler,
2 of them on
Diggs,
there, and Sanborn is the other one.
Are really the only ones that
They're
you would
well stocked at
consider.
linebacker right now. We'll see
Unless
what
somebody
happens
gets
injury-wise. Yeah.
Unless somebody gets hurt right away, and then their 4 weeks would end up, say, for before the last 2 games, then you kind of got to save those until you get to those last 4 games, right? Because if it happens then they're out, even if you put them on IR.
So I got a question for a perspective about Diggs. His last game was it Green Bay? What was Diggs' last game before he went on IR?
With the concussion,
Yes,
It was
Well, he suffered the concussion, and then-
Carolina.
Carolina. Okay, so are you?
And then they waited a week before they put him on
Right.
injured reserve.
okay,
and it was for the knee.
Yes.
It came out concussion, but it was
so with the 21-day window plus the week before, then he's been out now. That's 30. He's been away for about 30 days.
that sounds pretty close to accurate.
Okay, so it's
And the Carolina game was October 12th. That's the last time he played in the game.
October 12th. Okay, so you guys are saying like for a ramp up, you don't think that he could be back by the Kansas City.
I don't think.
No.
I don't think so.
No.
I don't think
that's the policy.
because they would
around
never
here.
have a full practice. They wouldn't even have pads on, and when you're that, missing that much time without pads, I don't think they just throw you out there.
Well, back in the day, they would consider it.
Yeah,
But they don't do that these days.
Okay.
Yeah.
and you factor in that if what Revel did this past game wasn't a mirage, if you got him, Bland, that they got
Carson.
because I think Carson moves past Elam. Revel moves
Clearly, he
past
did last
Elam,
week.
right?
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
Elam didn't get on the field.
So
This is just one of those games where, again, it's all hands on deck from a DB perspective. Even in against the Philadelphia Blue Eagles, you got AJ, you got Devontae. We just was talking about Goddard, and they have some other receivers to go with that. And so I don't think that we fixed all of our issues on the back half. We know that our defense, we can put pressure on Jalen Hurts, but still they have plenty of weapons. And I feel good about Savon Revel. I like what he did, but he was on a pitch count. He was 15 plays.
and Schottenheimer said he and Damone Clark will still be on. I mean, Damone Overshone.
Yes.
Yeah.
DeMarvian, I'll get it out.
Damone Clark, by the way, is
One of the brothers.
Not sure anyway.
he's the Texan.
Right.
He's with the Texans. He said they'll still be on a pitch count for this game. And if they're on for this game, I would imagine they're on it for Kansas City. So, yeah. But they're not going to go out there like Carson did and played 60 snaps.
Your boy stepped up. You've been talking about him ever
Carson?
since he came. And I was very surprised to see him playing that well. And it was a pleasant surprise as well. I enjoyed that because Elam was my guy.
Yeah.
I loved his footwork. I loved how he played. Of course, he had the inexperience, but so did Carson. But Carson he played like a veteran.
You know what he
in
needs?
the game.
He needs a little.
You got all of a sudden, you got a lot of people.
You know what he needs in his veins, right?
What's that?
It's just a little, little.
So you feel like
How do I say it?
Steroids?
So you feel like with the tour
Right.
watching, you can't say something,
Yeah.
but
Yeah.
But they're
we do have some listeners out there.
I'm sure
Yeah.
whatever
Not
you
just
say, what are you gonna say? I
not
bet,
just
not all
they've
be
heard
that
it.
young.
I bet he's heard it. Whatever I bet he's heard it.
They probably used
Yeah, that's right.
a little S in his veins. That's what he needs. He needs a little. Even when you talk to him, he's just so nice and so reserved. And
He was extremely aggressive in the
Yeah.
ball game, and that's what I like.
And that's what he did
He
his
didn't play
rookie year.
carefully. He saw it and he went after it, and that can get you in trouble as a young DB. Trust me, I've been there. But you still got to play the way you're supposed to play.
Now-
and he seemed extremely comfortable out there.
this will be a different story with more veteran receivers.
Of course,
and
yeah.
Veteran quarterback that plays at a high level.
Took the words right
But
out
good,
of my
go play. And it didn't seem like they missed. Maybe early, they didn't miss as many assignments. It seemed like
That's true.
It wasn't like guys were running.
They had their eyes on the quarterback in the secondary, which is something that, for some reason, they weren't able to do
Yeah.
prior to this game.
And it helps to have the veterans. Now, they got burned with the veteran safeties in there before, but
Yep.
this time it seemed like everything was more organized.
I don't think they knew what they were doing early on in the season. I just don't.
With
I
the
think
zone stuff?
Yeah, I don't think they knew what they were doing. Don't think they had any idea, the consequences on how they were playing. And when you're talking about the lack of pressure that they had at that time early in the season, it's just different now. It's different now.
Totally different.
We're gonna have a team that's gonna be a little bit more aggressive. And if I were the Cowboys, I would put pressure on the Eagles. I really would. I would put more pressure on them as opposed to sitting back playing zone, because our secondary just looks a whole lot more aggressive, especially with the safeties coming back and the corners with more confidence.
So they asked Schottenheimer this morning how he thinks the defense works. Does the pressure help the coverage, or does the coverage help the pressure?
And when we come back here on Mix Shots, we'll have the answer to that question. Or will it be key matchups, offensive questions, or path to a win? When Mix Shots continue, or none of the above, when Mix Shots continues in a moment.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey, Cowboy fans, if you're thinking about attending a game this season, visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today. Stay at the team hotel, have dinner with a Cowboys legend, and experience the best sports venue in the world, AT&T Stadium. Also, tour the Star, get autographs from your favorite players, and talk X's and O's with me, Mickey Spagnola. The official travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys will take care of all your travel needs. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your package today.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
The National Medal of Honor Museum is now open in Arlington, Texas, just a few blocks from AT&T Stadium. Immersive exhibits and exciting technology allow you to fly a rescue helicopter mission in Vietnam and have conversations with virtual Medal of Honor recipients. Come be inspired by these incredible stories of ordinary Americans who did the extraordinary. Get your tickets at mohmuseum.org.
Back to Mick Shots.
The countdown to game day starts with Rally Days presented by SeatGeek. Join us as we honor our veterans in partnership with the Wounded Warrior Project on Saturday, November 22nd. Compete in ROTC relay races, shop veteran-owned vendors, and enjoy a performance by Lacey K. Booth. Meet the Dallas Cowboys cheerleaders and alumni and more. Get your tickets for Rally Day at AT&TStadium.com/Rally Days. And stop messing with me about golf, man.
What you talking about? What are you talking
No,
about?
because that's what I did.
What are you talking about?
With me about
What do you
my
mean?
grip.
I'm listening to you.
You don't like my grip, man?
What is that how you do it?
What are ROTC relays?
Yeah, you better ask somebody else.
ROTC?
ROTC relay race.
And I know what ROTC
Yeah,
is.
of course. Yeah, you have to ask the ROTC.
I put in my 2 years.
You
want to join the relay?
You were in the ROTC
In
high school?
No, in college.
In college.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I had a choice: ROTC or Vietnam.
Wow.
My draft number was.
How old are you again?
How old am I again? I was old enough to go to Vietnam.
That's why I asked.
So your draft number was what?
56.
So but you had a choice.
Wait. You said your draft number?
Yeah, well,
Yeah, he
there
was
was a
drafted.
lottery. There was a lottery.
And you had a number.
That's the
And
second
they-
round of the draft.
And they, yeah.
So you got drafted?
No, I would have been if I didn't, because they got rid of the college deferment.
Yeah.
And so they had a lottery. And my class was the last one that they were taking to Vietnam.
Had you ever shot a gun before?
Hell no.
Me either, bro.
But it didn't matter. They would have trained
They would train you, yeah.
Yeah.
But you had the option. You could go in ROTC in college instead of going to Vietnam?
I got
Is
an
that what you-
ROTC deferment. Right.
Wow.
And if I didn't, then adios.
So when you got the number, what'd you?
Well, I cried. Just like
I would have to.
Just like when I was my freshman year in college.
I would have been on my way to Canada.
And they did the next lottery,
Mm-hmm.
and all the guys in the dorm that got low numbers, they were all out in the hallway crying.
Man.
And then on February,
That's that good old patriotic spirit.
It was the end of February.
What year was this?
So My freshman year in college was 71.
Okay, go ahead.
And then 72,
I was 11.
they had another lottery my sophomore year, and all the guys that were in the lottery, because I was a year ahead of them all, they were crying in the hallway.
Man.
And then in February of 73, so you had to decide. I know we got distracted, but
who cares?
You had to decide if I took the scholarship, like my junior and senior year in ROTC, I owe them 6 years. And I was going to say, I ain't doing that. My dad told me, yes, you are. And I'm going, no, you served in World War II. I can do this too. And he goes, you don't want to do it. He knew better, right? So it would have been, I was a month away from having to sign up or not sign up that class. And I was working at the newspaper at night, Columbia Tribune, taking basketball scores. Me and another guy, the only people in the newsroom, and the AP wire started dinging. Like it would ding to alert the wire editor, the big story, a bigger story. Well, this one didn't quit dinging. Went over there, and it said, Dateline, Washington, D.C., President Richard Nixon has ended the Selective Service draft. You never seen two guys start yelling and screaming. We were running around the desks on top of them. Oh, my Lord.
Wow, it's such a brave.
So anyway.
All right.
Before the break, you asked a question, or you mentioned a question that was asked of Brian Schottenheimer at his just completed press conference.
Yes, and they wanted to know if he thought that when it comes to defense, does pressure up front help the secondary, or coverage in the secondary help the pressure up front? And his answer was, I'm a guy about the line of scrimmage.
Of course he is.
And you want to win the line of scrimmage to create pressure, which helps the secondary.
So let's ask the future Hall of Fame cornerback.
Hell yeah, I'm with him. I'm with him. I lived off of the doomsday defensive line. I went to the New York Giants simply because of that front seven, especially Lawrence Taylor. Too Tall Jones probably gave me more help than any other player has ever given me in my career. He's also hindered my effort by knocking down a few interceptions. I got Randy White, all-time Dallas Cowboy defensive lineman. Harvey Martin over on the other side, a sack machine from Oak Cliff. Man, come on. We were all about that. And let's just be real, and I've said this all the time, because I always wonder what would happen if the flex didn't exist and I still had that same front line. We were held back. They were held back a lot, just simply by the nature of the defense itself. It's the flex.
Was it designed to stop the
run? Period. And we were sacrificial lambs in the back. And I try to tell people all the damn time about what the flex defense does to a cornerback. No one understands how difficult that is. And for us to do the work that we did in the back, based on the limitations that the flex puts on your secondary, I'm sorry, no one else can just come in and do that. It's extremely difficult. That's why when he let them go, it was 61. That was the call, 61. That means that no more flex. We're just pass rushing like on third down. And boy, that's why our third down was so good, because now you let them pin their ears back and go. We weren't worried about the run. We had the best third down probably in the history of sports because of how well we played it and how much pressure they put down. So, yes, the pressure is always the case. If you have your cornerbacks and DBs causing sacks, then you better do something about your defensive line.
Because you can only cover for so long.
That's right.
You know what? Guitar Man 57 in the comments on YouTube says,
yes, sir,
the flex should be brought back.
Well, considering how we play the run,
I'm just saying what they said in the comments now.
I understand this plight.
I only gave up 27 yards last Monday.
Well, yeah, but, when we start looking at the other games that we played, if the flex was going to, if we could bring it back right now, first of all, you're never going to be able to teach it. You can't. You got guys going, it's contrary to what your instincts are. In the flex defense, you might have a double team coming your way. You're stepping into an entirely different area of the defensive line. It's just one of those plays where it's contrary to your instincts as a defensive lineman.
Well,
you're sort of catching, not.
You're not going forward. You know, the 61 on third down, you're attacking. On first and second down, you're sitting back and you're letting that linebacker tango, as we called it, tango to each hole, wherever that running back's going to be.
Well, and nobody's giving credit to Quentin Williams in this show, but I think what we've seen, the upgrade in our secondary, it was all about the pressure that we were presenting against the Las Vegas Raiders. And, Bill's guy, Jalen Hurts, obviously has to be under duress so that we can change that one that he has in the interception column to possibly 3, all right? In a game like this that it's – the first time we played him, it was close. 2021 at halftime. I anticipate a old school NFC East.
That's what I'm talking about.
Black and blue kind of game, and
I was talking about yesterday.
It's literally gonna come down to stopping the explosives. If we don't allow them to hit us over the top big. Don't allow Saquon Barkley to hit us with those big runs like he likes to jump over people backwards and all of that. Guys like Reddy Stewart, guys like Caitlin Clark. Can be
Caitlin Clark.
No, I said Caitlin Clark. Caitlin Clark can be successful. They can have some success. So, specifically in this game, now when we get down the road, we start talking about the Kansas Cities of the world and all of that, which that's a whole nother trick bag. This game right here, we can make it simple by making Jalen Hurts uneasy.
I think the problem that we're going to have is, are we going to be able to establish the run with them having most of their weapons back? I mean, of course, Spitman, he didn't do himself any good deeds by doing what he did. But the fact that he's going to be back for this game, he's going to try to make up for that, as we talked about earlier in the game. Yeah. So that's why I think it's going to be one of those black and blue games like you talked about. We're going to keep running the ball. I think we're still going to keep running the ball. We're going to have to run at him sometimes. I think our offensive line, we're going to have to see where we are. This is our measuring point right here. We're going to have to see where our offensive line is right now, because in order for us to win this game, I don't think it's going to be pretty. I think it's going to be ugly, just like you were talking about. We're going to have to show some heart. We're going to have to depend on people that we may not have ever depended on this year. And those are the kind of teams, when you have those kind of players, those are the ones that take you to that next level if it's possible. People that I'm Dak Prescott, I'm CD, I'm George. Well, what about Flournoy? Now I need you.
What about Turpin?
Yeah, what about Turp? Now I need you now. This is when other aspects of your game and other players have to come through for you in these type of games, because Philly is not thinking, oh, they have good wide receivers. Oh, we didn't know that. Well, they're gonna do everything they can to stop you from doing what you're good at, and you're gonna have to depend on somebody else to make it happen. That's when you see what kind of team you have overall.
Speaking of Turpin, he was asked the question you asked yesterday.
Yeah,
is he healthy? Remember, he came back from being out, and Schottenheimer said that he is. He said that sometimes guys impact the game without the ball by just being him out there on the field. He said, but this would be a great time to have those explosives in a game that they don't give up many explosive plays. And he goes in, if he can create explosive plays, then,
What is the criteria?
And he was talking about how the ball started going to Pickens and CD so much, and then Flournoy stepped up, the tight end stepped up.
And he didn't catch his pass.
And then he didn't.
And here's my thing, because he knows he's going to get very few opportunities because of what we have.
And you got to.
Did they count that as a drop? I'm just curious. Did they count that as a drop?
Well, a lot of people did. I think you guys did. I thought the pass.
What was the stat? Do the stats?
It was behind him.
I know, but did the stats?
Oh, I didn't see if.
I just wasn't sure what the criteria is.
Yeah. I mean,
there's no real stat for it.
There's no stat
for
drops.
Mickey's favorite
I tell you
organization
what,
that comes up with it.
That's something right
I
there.
thought it was a drop.
It was.
That was a drop. I mean, he had plenty of time to make the adjustment. You know, it was right here in his doggone hands. And so I don't know. And he needs to, I know the pressure's there for him to take advantage of each opportunity because they're very few and far between.
No, I absolutely agree with you.
Yeah, that's what he's going to deal with.
And it'd be nice if, they blocked the kickoff.
Oh, no doubt about it, yeah.
They blocked one, but that was it. Mm-hmm. I mean, he's getting hit at the 30-yard line, it seems like, every time.
And see, we never really talk about what strengths from special teams that the opponents might have. We never really think about that. We always talk about what we have as far as special teams is concerned. I don't even know much about their special teams at all.
Well, we hadn't seen them since
they don't come
the
out
season opener.
All right, it's time to make our picks. Picks to click and picks to win.
Should be a drum roll.
Someone going to pick Philly to win this game.
Somebody is.
Ain't nobody.
Okay, coming up next here on Mick Shots.
Somebody is.
Miller Lite, the legendary light beer. The originator, the inventor. If this beer could talk, it'd tell stories about that one time, that night, that one guy, that one gal. Writing a story 50 years long and 50 million friends wide. Because legendary stories start with a light. Here's to 50 years of Miller Time. Celebrate responsibly. 2025 Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Hey, Cowboy fans. Keith Davis here, former Cowboys safety.
Keith Davis into the end zone.
You know what separates champions from the rest? Making the right move at the right moment. With blockchain.com, that's never been easier. The Cowboys became America's team by striking bold when it mattered most. Now it's your turn. Invest like your icons with blockchain.com. Visit blockchain.com/Cowboys today to get started and learn more. That's blockchain.com/Cowboys.
Star Sports Tours is the only official fan travel partner of the Dallas Cowboys, offering exclusive game weekend travel packages with pre-game sideline access and photo ops with current players, cheerleaders, and Cowboy legends. You want to stay at a team hotel, attend the best tailgate party in Texas, tour the Star, and talk X's and O's with me, Everson Walls? With Star Sports Tours, you can. Visit cowboystravel.com to book your travel package today.
The National Medal of Honor Museum is now open in Arlington, Texas, just a few blocks from AT&T Stadium. Immersive exhibits and exciting technology allow you to fly a rescue helicopter mission in Vietnam and have conversations with virtual Medal of Honor recipients. Come be inspired by these incredible stories of ordinary Americans who did the extraordinary. Get your tickets at mohmuseum.org.
Back to Mick Shots.
Get in the game this holiday season with Dallas Cowboys youth football and dance camps presented by Invisalign. Athletes ages 6 to 16 take the holiday hustle to football camps on December 23rd and 27th. Future DCs sparkle with America's sweethearts on December 27th. Spend your holiday break learning from the best. Register before December 1st to save $25. Visit DallasCowboys.com/camps to learn more.
All right, we continue here on Mick Shots. Final few minutes of a fabulous fight song football Friday. We're making our picks for the Philly game on Sunday. I'm going back through the all-time scores between the Cowboys and Eagles to come up with my pick. Everson Walls, the king of the pick.
I'm ready, baby. I kicked
57 picks in his career.
And I kicked butt last week, too. I was the guy.
Who'd you pick last week?
I picked us, and I got 30. I had 35-16 for the score. I had Pickens with 2 touchdowns.
Speaking of picks, Pickens.
Pickens. Is that who you're picking? You're picking Pickens? All right, guys, here we go. You know I got my boys. This is going to be one of those games. I wanted to make it a lower score, but, you know, this is the NFL. And I think we're going to have to come out of our bag with everything we've got, hit these boys hard and fast early on. 24-20, Cowboys. My pick to click is, how you say his name?
What?
Kittle Fergie or whatever.
Ferg Kittle Kelsey.
Ferg Kittle Kelsey.
That's who you're going with.
2 touchdowns.
I like
He's
that.
going to block his ass. He's going to block his butt off.
Yes.
This game.
Hamilton Park.
We are going to use that play action, and we're going to have him wide open down the middle because they are going to be doubling our outside guys. He has no choice but to produce in this game.
Very nice.
All right.
All right, everybody's looking at me. All right, so here it is.
Cowboy Joe.
Here it is, guys. I've thought about this long and hard. All right, I spent a lot of time watching
Don't say it. Don't
Philadelphia
please don't.
Eagles all week long, and that defense, it looks a stonewall out there. I'm telling you, I don't see a way over it or around it. How do we do this offensively? Whether it's a high-scoring, low-scoring game, I think I'm stuck. You guys have pretty much cornered me. I'm sandbagged here, man.
You're picking them.
Huh?
You're picking.
Ain't no way in hell. Satan will serve margaritas, frozen margaritas with tahini on the rim before I pick the Philadelphia Blue Eagles. I'm going with the Dallas Cowboys in this. And my pick to click, let me go with that first. I'm going Quinnen Williams because I wanted to take him last week, but you talked me out of it because you said he's going to start slow. I'm going Quinnen Williams. I think Quinnen Williams in this game has 2 sacks, Bill.
Okay. I'll give him 3.5 as a Cowboy in 2 games.
Bill.
That's right.
I'm telling you. All right, but I'm going with a low score. I think I'm going with 20-17 in this game.
That's a good one.
And I believe I should have picked him, but I think Brandon Aubrey is the walk-off field goal. Boom.
So we're talking Quinnen and Brandon.
Quinnen 20-17.
20-17.
And Aubrey just for the narrative.
Yep.
All right, so I'm going to be opposite man.
Uh-oh.
The Cowboys have discovered the Giants' game plan that put up 38 points against this Eagle team.
Yeah.
And I've got the Cowboys 30-27.
30-27.
Ooh.
And my pick to click is none other than Dak Prescott.
That's low-hanging fruit there, man.
Hey, yeah, come on.
But let me
That's
say,
low-hanging fruit.
your fruit can't hang unless Dak Prescott's playing well.
That's right.
Going Dak.
So we're talking hanging fruit?
I'm talking the whole tree.
Yeah, man.
All right.
on,
Okay,
Bill.
what'd you figure out?
There's only one person in the room who's done voluminous research on this series, and especially Dak Prescott's career against the Philadelphia Eagles at home. How many games has Philadelphia won and at AT&T Stadium when Dak Prescott has started at quarterback for the Cowboys?
Please tell us, Bill.
It's almost
It's almost none.
almost none.
It was one.
One.
2017 is the only time.
So the only 2 losses here against an NFC East team was the Giants in his NFL debut and the Eagles.
And I just discovered this.
You said
We are going to overtime in this game.
We go, okay.
And
All right.
history tells us we're going to overtime.
All right.
History also tells us what the final score is going to be in this game.
What's it going to be, Bill?
The final score is going to be the Dallas Cowboys 29 and the Philadelphia Eagles 23. And it will be the 3rd time in Dak Prescott's career that he has beaten the Philadelphia Eagles at AT&T Stadium in overtime, 29-23. It happened third time. In 2016, it was 29-23 in overtime. In 2018, it was 29-23 in overtime. And now here in 2025. In 2016, it was a touchdown pass to Jason Witten. In 2018, it was a touchdown pass to Amari Cooper. And this time,
That was a good game.
it will be a touchdown pass to the man who right now is on the jugs machine out here at the Star in Frisco. It's redemption for C.D. Lamb, and it's a no-brainer. Cowboys win in CD
I like that.
is the pick to click.
I like that. Well, that was good.
Good research.
Well, you drummed that up real quick. That research, he just did that research in like 2 minutes. He put that together on the series. He's something else, man.
No, we're just easy audience.
And I mean, it's just
We're a low bar.
CD with the last game against Philly, and then last week in Vegas, and everyone being critical of him. This is his time to shine.
Oh, good, man. That sounds good to me. I like it.
All right. So, will they have the red kettles out there on Sunday, or do they just start that on Thanksgiving?
I think they started on.
Yeah, that's on Thanksgiving.
I was going to say we can jump in the red kettle, but they'll have to wait till Thursday to do that.
Jump in it
against
then.
the Kansas
That's
City
right.
Chiefs. That's
They'll
right.
Jump in it then.
All right. Enjoy your football weekend. You got Jason Witten's Liberty Christian team against Prestonwood Christian tonight.
I have that
It's
tonight.
streaming on
WFA Plus.
Okay.
Connect the TV, Fire TV, Roku. You can check it out.
Berkner's playing. They're in the second round of the playoffs.
That's right,
Ain't that something? Where y'all go? Are you going to the game?
Nah, I can't go.
Okay.
I had Highland Park and Reedy last night.
Oh, you did? Yeah. Okay. Highland Park moved on to the next round of the playoffs.
Pretty easily, too.
Okay.
Was it not even a good game?
It was
45-10. Was
Richardson High School.
I left at 28.
Richardson High School. How'd they do last week?
They won. They're playing. Yep. So playing. It's their season ends this week.
Reedy was way overmatched.
Okay, that does it for Mick Shots for this week. We will shout at you again on a Victory Monday at high noon.
Go Cowboys.
Cowboy Nation, I hope your team wins.
This has been a production of DallasCowboys.com and the Dallas Cowboys Football Club.
How about this, Cowboys?